今天上午，数百名湾区居民聚集在 Campbell Community Center 举行反对第16号公投提案，也就是 ACA5 的盛大集会和车队游行活动。下面我们就一起来看看现场的精彩演讲和精彩的车游片段。
Of the California Democratic Party. The elections happen right here in Campbell every 2 years. And invite all of you over here, if you are a California Democrat, then I invite you to run for delegate and for e-vote. That happens every 2 years. It's going to happen in January. But, I'm a Democrat, but I don't believe in going left.
Woo!
I don't believe.
Thank you.
I don't believe in going right. I believe in going forward.
Yes. Yes.
And the reason why, because we need people-centric values. We need values that works for our people, for our community, for our neighborhoods. And that's what I stand for. You look at Saratoga, 10% of Saratoga is Indian Americans. That's my base. You might call them my base. And when I ran in 2014, I just about barely won that election. Just about barely. I just scraped through that finish line. 2018, something very interesting happened. I was challenging the mayor who had lived there for like 50 years. I don't know how long. And the top three were going to make it to the city council. And what I had done was I worked on two very important challenges in my community. I work in the world of tech. I look like a high-tech geek, don't I? High-tech geek, that I am. But in Silicon Valley, all the geeks are rock stars, right? I think so. So, what I did was, the two challenges we had was with the water company. How many of you love San Jose Water Company?
No.
Super high water bills, and their profits went from $22 million to $52 million in a drought. I challenged them, and we have rejected, reduced, suspended 7 water rate increases. Something else I took on was burglaries. The number of burglaries in Saratoga is pretty much in control, but it had gone up 100% in about 4 years. So we launched a neighborhood effort, got the neighborhoods engaged, neighborhood leaders, block parties, neighborhood watch programs, and we dropped burglaries by 50%. That no other city, including Campbell, has ever dropped, right? And you know what happened? When people voted me in, they voted me in with the most votes in the 60 years election history of Saratoga. How did that happen? It goes back to that first principle, not left, not right, go forward, right? That's what I believe in. I believe in addressing problems, and Prop 16 is the wrong type of problem that we should not be engaging with. It's not a problem that exists today. I don't know why we are spending so much time working on this problem. There's no problem, right? And I'll tell you why. Because the problem is of economic inequality. That's the problem we have. That's the problem we have. Does this address this problem? No, it does not. It doesn't address this problem. And that's where I come from. When you look at what I've done as a council member, as a founder of a nonprofit, we ran the Lego Robotic Boot Camp in the city of Saratoga, but also students from Cupertino, Campbell, San Jose, they all benefit from that. So we teach kids the art of design of robots and programming. And we launched the Entrepreneurship Boot Camp. Over 2,000 students have been trained over the last few years in the most economically disadvantaged parts of Silicon Valley. Because you know what? The tech economy, it skips by communities. There are students here, right here in Silicon Valley, who have no role models. They don't have uncles, they don't have aunts who understand the world of tech, and they see that world go by them. And they have no idea how to partake in that economy. And that's a huge problem for me. That's a huge problem. How do we fix that? We fix that with education, with opportunities. It's not with this. It's not with Prop 16. So that's the equality problem that we need to address with opportunities and education. So we are looking at the problem completely wrong, and there are lots of studies done by it. In fact, if you look at the admission process in Harvard University, you will find that economically disadvantaged students have a tough time getting into Harvard. That's the problem we need to fix, not based upon Prop 16. So that's what I stand for. Now, I'm a California Democrat, but it doesn't mean that I follow the herd down a cliff. I don't believe in that. I don't believe in that. It's all about addressing the problems on hand today. And the problem on hand we have today is that the income inequality has increased over time. It has gone up dramatically. The rich are getting richer, the poor are getting poorer, and that's a problem we have in America that we all need to fix together. But this is not the problem we need to fix. Thank you all. It's been a pleasure to be here.
And the next speaker is Ritesh Tandon. He is Congress candidate.
Thank you, everyone. Can you hear me?
Yes. Go get him, Ritesh.
Are you going to say no to Prop 16? This will work. Are we together going to work and defeat this bill?
Yes.
Are you going to talk with 10 of your neighbors right here in California, all over the place, to defeat this bill?
Yes.
Thank you, thank you. I think we are together to save America from becoming third world country. Because this is
That's
where
right.
the direction is going towards.
That's right.
I can say that Prop 16 is legalize the race-based discrimination. It legalize, guys. We are already facing a lot of discrimination where Americans, we are suffering. Now bringing a legalization of by Prop 16, this will even further enhance the discrimination between people.
Yes. Yes.
Today, many Americans, all the American children, they are working very hard. Why do you think to say that you cannot get into this particular college because of your skin color? Why we cannot measure those children based on their inherent capabilities? What they have worked hard. All of us here, when we came to this country, we worked very hard. We worked from the ground. Nobody gave us admission. Nobody gave us a job. They walk in because of color of their skin. Then why these legislatures today, they are going in the wrong direction? Instead of fixing K-12 education system, which I have not seen any work they have done there, instead of that bringing the easy patch, and they are trying to bring all our hardworking children, those who are going to the next level, those who are working hard to make America great, those who are working hard to take America to the next level, those who are working hard to be more innovative and creative. Why we are bringing everybody down at the same level and asking them that you need to study at this particular level? And Prop 16, folks, it will not only, I can say, bring the disadvantage to all the students, but also it will bring down the education system. Today, you parents are working hard. You are paying a lot of taxes in California by sending your children who cannot make it because of the color of their skin to outside California or to the private college. It will make you to spend 100K or 200K more. This is not fair to us. No. It's not fair, right? No. It is not fair to 45,000 African Americans to lose the public job. Why? They are also people. They have worked hard to be there. Why African Americans should lose 45,000 jobs because of this Prop 16? Folks, are you going to work hard this November?
Yes.
Are you going to work hard to make sure that American dream stays?
Yes.
Today my opponent, he endorsed that bill, and I'm fighting very hard with him. An entire community, I can say entire American community, and let's all make it happen that America remain discrimination free and everyone has equal rights and everyone believe in America that if they work hard, they will grow and they continue to grow. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you.
This is Ritesh Tandon. I'm congressional candidate from District 17, which includes San Jose, Santa Clara, Sunnyvale, Cupertino, Fremont, Newark. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you.
speaker is Jen Soleil. She is the president of Silicon Valley Association of Republican Women.
I can take this down. Okay. Okay. I don't really need to tell you why you need to vote no on Proposition 16, right? I don't need to tell you that. Yes. I was there in 1993 when a black man, an African American, Ward Connerly, pushed through an initiative that became Prop 209. And now they are seeking to go back to the discrimination. But how Prop 209 got on the ballot, it was the power of the people. How many people do we have here? Yeah, people, okay? You have the power. And you have a secret weapon. And that's your cell phone. If you're not registered to vote, you have no power, you have no say. Okay? You can easily register to vote on your phone. You can easily help someone else register to vote on their phone. Do you think that's important? Okay. You need to register to vote so you can turn them out. I do know people who say, well, I don't want to register to vote because there's so many things on those ballots. Remember, Prop 16 is only one of 22 propositions. And if you think, oh my goodness, how can I do that? And you have slews of candidates, and then you don't vote because it's way too overwhelming. I have an answer for you. If you want to vote for conservative candidates, you can sign up for our voter guide, and we will tell you who are the most conservative choices. And also, if there's somebody here who wants to interested, wants to take our voter guide and translate it into Cantonese, Mandarin, or whatever language that people in your community are most comfortable with, see me. We'll make that happen. Okay? So, thank you very much for your time. How many people here are registered to vote? Okay. How many people are 18 and a U.S. citizen and are not registered to vote? Okay. So, I'm sure amongst your friends, you know people who should register to vote. And if you want to know how to do it on your phone, happy to show you how to do it. Okay? Thank you very much for your time.
It's good to be here with you. Just a quick introduction. I probably would just be staying on the other side of this hall with you guys. I'll share with you a little bit of my story, what got pulled me into this debate. But just a little bit sort of quick introduction. We run an organization called UPMA, UPMA, upmaglobal.org. We basically provide resources to underprivileged children. We've been doing that for 10 years here in the Bay Area and outside of the United States also. When we provide those resources to underprivileged children, we don't ask for their race, we don't ask for their religion, we don't look at their skin or their color. It's all across the board for underprivileged children. And I'm here today because I know candidate Tandon, and he clued me into this debate about Prop 16. And what really got my blood boiled is when I started to do a little bit of research, I was really taken aback by the thesis, the genesis of how this bill even proposed to be, how this even came about. So I went and did a little bit of fact searching, some data-backed research, and I just wanted to share that with you, because I imagine, as things go on, this debate is going to get heated, and we're going to have conversations and debates with the opposing party. So I just want to share with you some database facts that I think might come in handy. At least they've been, an eye-opener for me. So, as we know, this bill was introduced, I believe, by Assemblywoman Shirley Weber. And this is quote unquote. She says that, California today has built the 5th largest economy, right? So that's the basis of genesis of Proposition 16, that we are a large economy standing in the world. And then she goes on to say that Proposition 16 will help improve our daily lives by repealing Proposition 209 and eliminating discrimination. I'm just aghast at the words that are being used to push this bill forward. To me, this is just borderline fraud. This is willful fraud. So she's saying by repealing 209, we will eliminate discrimination. 209, was the bill that eliminated discrimination. If you eliminate 209, you're bringing discrimination back, right?
Yes. Right.
Yes. Second, she goes on to say, Proposition 16 is about equal opportunity for all. So she's calling race-based selection equal opportunity. What kind of crock of shit is that? That's racist.
It's not an equal opportunity.
Exactly, right? And if you just go back on her thesis, so she's saying we are the 5th largest economy today. Well, guess what? In 1998 is when Prop 209 is when we ended race-based affirmative action. In 1998, California had the rank of 8th largest economy. By taking away race-based discrimination, we are now a 5th largest economy. Things are going well. Yes. You don't take away stuff that's going well, you double down on it.
Yes.
Yes.
So I think we need to get this message out. I'm totally committed. I'm spreading the word. This is just amazing. To me, this is as un-American as it can be, simply put. I have my son here with me, Anish. He is a junior at Archbishop Mitty. He'll be applying for college this year. He wanted to say a couple of words.
All right.
Yes.
Good.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Anish Gupta. As my dad said, I'm 17 years old. I'm based in San Jose. And yeah, I'm applying for college in the fall. And it's pretty ironic because I'm not the most political guy. I actually run a sports podcast on YouTube called The Cold Hard Truth, so if you guys want to check that out. But it's pretty ironic because Watsai Miri Gao Jong Shreshi Jongwen, मैं हिंदी बोल सकता हूँ, and I can speak English. So I know all 3 cultures here. And what I can say to this is, Prop 16, when I heard about it a couple days ago from my dad, I did a little bit of research on it, and as someone who's applying in the fall, this proposition is eliminating something that has benefited our country for the last 20 years. And I looked into it, I read an article by Sagar Sanghvi, a junior at UC Berkeley. And if you let in underqualified students just because of the color of their skin, they're going to fall back in college. Professors do not care by your race. And if they start to, it's a trickle-down effect in college. College is supposed to prepare you for real-life situations, right? And if underqualified students are going in there, they're going to struggle in the classes, they're going to fall behind, and it's a trickle-down effect on them, right? Whereas overqualified students who deserve to go there won't get the same opportunities. As someone with a 4.5 GPA and with some accolades, I should not be judged based just off the color of my skin. That is not right.
You're right.
I've had a conversation with my own cousin, who's Indian, who's at college, who basically said, oh, it's a diversity issue. It's more than that. It's more than a diversity issue, right? As you all know, there's a Black Lives Matter movement going on, and I'm fully up for it. I think we all are, right? They have been suffering for the last 300 to 400 years, okay? But it's weird because our cultures also immigrated to this country too, right? Indians did, Chinese did, yet we didn't suffer the same things. Why? Because our cultures are stronger. African Americans were stripped of that 300 and 400 years ago. Ours weren't. And as a result, we've thrived. We have absolutely thrived in any job field. Chinese, Indians, we all have. And I'm fully for African Americans because they have potential. But giving them unfair opportunities and holding us down, that's just a long-term downfall because you cannot, my thing is this, you cannot help another race at the expense of another.
That's right.
That is not right. That just creates a fundamental philosophy that's terrible throughout.
One race against another.
You cannot do that. At the expense of someone else for someone's benefit, that goes against everything America stands for. This proposition is eliminating so many great things that we've had in the last 20 years. And as someone who's applying in the fall, I should not be judged by the color of my skin. Thank you.
Yes. Thank you. Yes.
I remember back 1 year ago in high school in my English classroom, I was talking with my table mates, since normally in that class we didn't really have anything else to do in there. So we did have a discussion about affirmative action, and we could all agree, even though we might have different opinions on anything else, that this isn't the right way to go for not only California, but for the United States, or any part in the world.
Yes.
August 28th, 1963, Dr. Martin Luther King said in his famed speech, "I have a dream," that one day his children would live in a nation where he would not be judged by the color of their skin, but by the content of their character.
Yeah.
Right. Here.
57 years later, in 2020, we still seem to be struggling with this goal. We should be providing equal opportunity to everyone, regardless of their skin color, regardless of their gender, regardless of whatever they identify as. We should all be identifying as Americans. That's what we are. But if we as California let Prop 16 pass and overturn Proposition 209, we are allowing for the acceptance or denial of Americans looking for public jobs or applying to a public university, not by their character, not by what they've done, but by their race. That is not what we want. It's not only unfair, it's hurtful to those said to benefit from this Prop 16 by disallowing people who are qualified in a position they can work in and allowing those who are unprepared and not ready to be put in a position that they cannot fulfill. So I say this to our representatives, those who thought they think that supporting Prop 16 would be the right way to go to try and solve a discrimination issue. I say this to, let's say, Senator Harris, Senator Feinstein, or maybe even fellow Leland High School graduate Evan Long. If you want to solve discrimination, if you want to end discrimination, the solution is not to have more racial discrimination.
No. That's right.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hi everyone.
Hello.
So, like many Americans, I believe that in the United States, everyone is equal. In the great land of the United States, everyone is equal.
Yeah.
No matter your background, no matter where you're from, and most importantly, no matter your skin color.
Yes.
I also believe that in America, people are encouraged to work hard, and that if you do, you will get the education you deserve. You will get the job you like, and you will get the future that you deserve. And because in the United States, we should be united instead of divided.
Yes.
Yes. But here's Prop 16, which will divide us instead of unite us. And if Prop 16 passes, then we Americans will no longer be treated equally. We will be treated on our skin color, and that goes completely against America's values. Because I believe that in America we are all equal, no matter our skin color. In America, we should all be treated the same. Because if we are discriminated because of our skin color, that's not America's values. No.
Yeah. No.
In America, we should get equal opportunities, no matter where we're from or our background or our skin color. What signal is Prop 16 trying to send us? That in America, our skin color matters, or is a lot more important than our quality. That having the wrong skin color in our lawmakers' eyes will result in being discriminated against legally. That in America, we no longer need to work hard because skin color is so much more important than our quality. That's wrong.
That's wrong.
Wrong.
Which is why I'm here today. I want to be able to tell everyone that we do have a choice, that we can vote no on Prop 16. Because if we don't, then we will be discriminated against legally, and we won't have equal opportunities as other people, and that's totally unfair. Which is why I beg you, lawmakers, to please unite us instead of dividing us. Treat us all equally. Give us all same opportunities. And most importantly, please vote no on Prop 16. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Angie. Maggie is the last speaker. And I encourage everybody to use your leadership. Every one of you is leader to influence people around you. We want equal opportunity. We came to Silicon Valley to realize our American dream. We are working so hard to make California, to make Silicon Valley better. We need to give our voice, please. Thank you. This is the end of the speech session. And now we'll start to do car rally. And you can go back to your car, and each zone has a leading car, and you can follow the leading car. Every leading car has a flag, and you can listen to the guide of our volunteers. Thank you very much. Thank you for your precious time.
Thank you.
Get 车出来！那边我要放手了，那边停车了。没有办法，那边。
等一下的，他们要走这个的。
Slowly.